A very good evening. I'm Anthony Hudson. It's great to have you with us at the MCG. This is a round 2 match between Carlton and Hawthorn. There's plenty of work to do for one of these sides if they're to jump into the 8, while the other will fancy their chances of nabbing a top 4 spot. And here come the visitors. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I'm going with the Hawks. Only just. Being so early in the season, it's hard to get a read on sides, so I'm not tipping with great confidence.
Thanks for those insights, Harf. The coin toss is about to take place. Premiership aspirants Carlton and Hawthorn crossed paths at Princes Park in round 3, 1993. In a match that featured Hawks spearhead Jason Dunstall's 800th career goal, the Hawks found themselves 10 points up with less than 5 minutes to play. Rowan Welsh brought the Blues back to within a kick before Stephen Kernahan took a one-handed contested mark and gave the Blues the lead with his 4th goal with 3 minutes remaining. The clock ran down on the Hawks and the Blues got home by 2 points, 16-16 to 16-14. Finally, we are underway and words give way to actions. Meek wins the first hit out. Warple can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Cripps, Walsh, Fogarty, all on his own. Probing ball. Battle takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. Sicily can keep it moving. That's an aggressive handball. Barris gives it everything. They could be vulnerable here. Not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off. Manages to find a teammate. Battle, normally creative. He's made a bright start. Mackay wins it back. Great mark. What's he got on offer? Akers, strong grab. They've got them on the overlap. Good disciplined defence. Mackay. They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Blues with the first goal. The big men fly like Batman and Robin. They've put themselves under pressure. More! Got to the right position and hung on.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
He's given it a tug and missed.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
He's off. He's been busy so far. Silvani works hard to present. Cottrell pushes into space and receives the footy. Haynes makes position. Chera, clever kick. McGovern with a chance to relieve the pressure. Good thinking and good execution too. Hollins throws it on the boot. Day spoils. Just had to get it out. You can't question his commitment. Hacking it forward. Watson had his name written all over it. Moore heads for home. That was never missing.
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
The Hawks have opened their account. Good ruck work. Chera, that's a dreadful hand pass. Can he hit a target? Moore on a lead. They're a big chance here. Leaves it behind. McDonald, sloppy disposal and a turnover. He's made a hot start to this match. Williams has a vice-like grip. Hewitt, Fogarty, crosses the paint. Sicily drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. The kick is precise. Moore is hard to beat one-on-one. That's skillful. Warple, can he find a teammate? Watson read it well and claims the mark. Drives it inside the forward 50. Silvani got a fist in. McDonald, he's kicked a goal.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Hawks having a good patch. De Koning palms it down. Cripps, Hewitt, cops some unwanted attention. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Meat gets his hand to it. Newcomb. The Hawks with the early advantage. They're up and about, but the challenge will come. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
It's not just close on the scoreboard, it's close in a lot of areas on the stat sheet as well. There's nothing that really suggests that one side is going to break this game open. So we may have a very tight tussle on our hands for a while yet.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. De Koning wins it down. Chera, Cripps, he's wrapped up. They're tackling with venom today. De Koning has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Chera, Akers, solid tackle.
Gaz, what have you noticed down at ground level?
Both sides look defensively very well set up, so there might need to be some risks taken in order to open this game up.
Day, Newcomb, Amon, D'Ambrosio. He's done brilliantly. McDonald gets to the front spot.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
To cap off a wonderful passage of play, that would have been a great team goal.
The mark deserved a goal, but it wasn't to be.
No time like the present. Good work rate. Searching kick. Hewitt, terrific forward pressure. Some indirect ball movement here. Silvani, onto it. Ginnivan takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. They can turn defence into attack now. Hewitt, he won't be happy with that one. Chera, dangerous to leave on his own. Cripps can run and gun. Steadies, fires, bullseye!
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
The Blues with the first of the second turn. Good ruck work. Chera, that's not ideal. They might be caught out on the turnover. Stripped of it. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? He's everywhere at the moment. The kick was centimetre perfect. Williams, no one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
He can put them in front. Sadly, he's astray.
He really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
Amon to bring it in. Battle, marks in the back pocket. Sizes up what's ahead. Ginnivan, can he impose himself on the match? They're moving the footy well here. D'Ambrosio has found some space. Doesn't often waste it. They've turned it over. He might have thought about the corridor. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Delivers a long ball. Barris tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Battle. Haynes doing what he does best. Newcomb needs to be quick. They haven't been able to buy a goal. Watson knew the tackle was coming. The umpire says he had no prior. De Koning with a deft tap. Squeezes the kick. They are hunting the ball carrier. Seizes the moment. De Koning. Hewitt picking their way through. Sees something he likes. Williams. This is good footy. What's he got on offer?
These half chances can often be the difference.
Needs to get every piece of it and doesn't. No score registered. There's just a point in this one at the long break. And we could be headed for an exciting finish. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
That wasn't a half a footy anyone will want to watch again. There were some isolated passages of play that belie how dour this has otherwise been. I'm interested to see whether either coach will try something different in the second half or whether they'll both stick to their guns and see who can grind this out best.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. The big men fly. Chera, Cripps, gets his kick despite the heat. Walsh with a chance to run. They've got a problem now. Amon gets there first. Boot to ball just in time. He's besieged. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Important clearance here. Cripps, Akers runs onto it. I've liked his game today. He's put it through.
If he wasn't such a big ball winner, he'd make a very good forward. He's certainly got great goal sense.
The Blues are really taking it to them today. Meek wins it out of the centre. Warple onto it in a flash. Amon, Newcomb, Day. This will be their first entry for a while. Silvani saves the day. Amon read that one like a book. Just has to hit a target. Wiedering is there to save the day. A chance to clear now. Amon with the big fist. Gets the kick away. They've given it back. He's run into trouble. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Meek palms it down. Day, Warple. Akers runs onto it. De Koning, Cripps. This is promising. It looks a well-oiled forward line. Towards the boundary line. Curnow! Too big, too strong, too good.
This should not be a problem.
Bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes.
That's just what you want from your key forward. A big marking goal with a game in the balance.
So the underdogs throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. Look at the space he's got to work with. That should be picked off. No one can mark. He's been accosted. Throws it on the boot. Battle needs a good decision. Hacking it forward. That's a strong mark. What's he got on offer? Clever kick. They could almost have raffled it. Takes the short option. Seizes the moment. Weddle running in support. Fogarty showing some desperation. The Blues with an opportunity now. Gives it everything. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. He doesn't waste many. Quality delivery by foot. Moore works hard to present. Which way will it bounce? Williams runs onto it. You asked for it, you got it. The Hawks are hanging out for the break. De Koning has probably got the points at this stage. Amon leads his opponent. Gunston always looked likely. He's generally a good kick. McDonald, here's real danger now. Who's got the wheels? Watson, desperate defence. He's drawn a crowd. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
His field kicking is normally first rate. Three-quarter time and an upset is brewing. How's your tipping going? Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Blues managed to get themselves back in front that quarter and they'll fancy their chances of going on with the job. They'll feel they've unlocked their method for overcoming this opponent. This match is right in the balance though, and the first goal will obviously be crucial.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. De Koning wins it out of the centre. Hewitt into the action again already. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. De Koning has had his measure today. Cripps, Walsh, Chera. Warple in the centre square. Ginnivan in the clear on centre wing. McDonald on a lead. Delivers it inside 50. Defence 101 there. McKenzie only knows one way. Watson Wiedering in the right spot at the right time. Saar, you can't afford to do that too often. Key contest coming up. Thumped away. Danger averted. Frantic defence.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Trying to catch them out. Silvani can keep it moving. Cottrell has got loose. Conservative ball movement, just biding their time. The kick is precise. Silvani pushes into space and receives the footy. The Blues look well drilled. Mackay, that's good work rate. Walsh, strong grab. He's been prolific. Cottrell in the clear. What's he got on offer? Lays it off. Haynes panicked under pressure. He's normally better than that. Tries a safe ball. Honours the lead. Searching kick. They've opened them up here. That's skillful. Well played. He struggled to make an impact to this point. McKenzie outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. McDonald makes position. He'll pump them into attack once more. De Koning goes without it. Cottrell saw that coming. The Hawks on the ball now. Saar at close quarters. He just dropped it. Cowan with a clean pickup. Normally delivers. McKenzie clears the area. Can he find a teammate? That's an impressive mark.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Accuracy in front of goal is so important, particularly in a close game.
Looking for a quick transition. Silvani all on his own. Have they weathered the storm? He's got an option in the centre square. They might be out here. Ginnivan, it sits, and he's in business. Silvani, we've seen that before. Saar, Wiedering, disciplined defence called for and provided.
A few people in the crowd thought that should have been a free for deliberate. They're hard markers.
He's off. Good thinking and good execution too. What can they muster from the back half? And they're away. The Blues are out of trouble. Ignoring the corridor for now. Sicily read it well. Well-weighted kick. Wiedering thwarts them again. Moving the footy laterally. Akers with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Blues have turned in a typically professional and disciplined performance. They will be delighted by that. What stood out to you today, Huff?
The Blues will be thrilled to the back teeth about that. They set themselves for this contest and threw absolutely everything into it. They lacked polish on occasion. That had much to do with the opposition's pressure. But this result will hold them in great stead moving forward.
Thanks for those insights, Huff, and for your input today. That's it.